In this video, we'll be taking a look at 3 NBA games happening on November 11, 2022, and providing you with free team picks and total picks for each one of those games. So 2 picks for each game, 6 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 3 NBA games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start. If you would like to gain access to our best exclusive betting picks to take your sports betting journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer anywhere from 1 betting pick a day up to 10 betting picks a day and much more. Now let's get started. Denver Nuggets versus Boston Celtics. 2 of the NBA's highest scoring teams will do battle in Boston on Friday night as the Denver Nuggets continue their road trip to take on the Boston Celtics. Denver comes into this matchup at 8-3 overall and winners of 4 straight games. The Celtics are playing well also, sitting at 8-3 overall as well and with their own 4-game winning streak. Looking at the betting trends, the Nuggets are 1-4 against the spread in their last 5 road games, 3-10 against the spread in their last 13 games following a win, and 5-1 against the spread in their last 6 games against a team with a winning record. The Celtics are 1-5 against the spread in their last 6 games against a team with a winning record, and 2-5 against the spread in their last 7 games against a team above .600. Head-to-head, the under is 6-1 in the last 7 meetings overall. The Nuggets are 1-5 against the spread in the last 6 meetings overall, and the Nuggets are 6-13 against the spread in the last 20 meetings in Boston. The Nuggets will be a little shorthanded again as Ish Smith is still out, while the Celtics will be missing the spark off the bench from Malcolm Brogdon, who has been ruled out. Both teams are coming into this meeting with plenty of momentum, so this shapes to be the game of the night. The Nuggets had to rally back from 18 points to beat the Pacers in their last game, while the Celtics were able to cruise against the lowly Pistons at home. You can make an argument for either side here, but the betting trends favor the Celtics at home, and I believe that the line is just short enough for me. Plus, Boston doesn't need to shut down Jokic entirely to pull this one off, and they have more offensive answers than Denver does. So the Boston Celtics to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. Last season, both game totals finished below this mark, and this game will ultimately be decided by the number of stops each team makes. The Celtics may also be catching a road-weary Nuggets squad that is in the midst of their 4th straight road game and 5th and 6th. With one more stop to make in Chicago, it wouldn't be surprising to see the Nuggets have a letdown here. Boston is 10th in pace of play this season, but the Nuggets are a surprising 18th despite the team's high-scoring totals. Boston is coming off a home game in which they played their best game defensively and will likely get after a weary Nuggets team in this spot. While both these teams are amongst the highest scoring teams in the NBA, I believe that this total comes in a bit high. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. Phoenix Suns versus Orlando Magic. The Phoenix Suns and Orlando Magic meet Friday in NBA action at the Amway Center. The Phoenix Suns look for a win after winning 6 of their last 8 games. The Orlando Magic need a win after losing 7 of their last 10 games. Looking at the betting trends, the Suns are 2-5 against the spread in their last 7 road games, 4-1 against the spread in their last 5 games following a win of more than 10 points, and 7-2 against the spread in their last 9 games overall. The Magic are 7-1 against the spread in their last 8 home games and 6-1 against the spread in their last 7 games against a team above .600. The Suns will likely be shorthanded again as Chris Paul is considered questionable again, while the Magic could be severely depleted as Moritz Wagner is still out, while Kevin Harris and Paolo Banchero are both questionable. Chris Paul has been inconsistent to begin the season, and Phoenix should be fine without him for the time being. Cameron Payne was very inconsistent last season, but he has shown that he can play well as a starter at the point for Phoenix. With Paul out, the Suns will most likely not look past even bad teams like Orlando. And Phoenix has dominated mediocre and bad teams this season. Orlando hasn't been able to get any stops in the last week, and the team has struggled on defense for the majority of the season. Despite the Suns' poor road record, this team was a very good road team last year, and it's still early in the season. The Suns showed that they can still dominate teams without Chris Paul in the lineup, and they really shouldn't have too much trouble against the Magic in this spot. Yes, the Magic just beat the Mavericks, but it's hard to give them too much credit because it was really about the Mavericks' Luka Doncic just having an off night. Phoenix's experience and defense should make them a good team on the road again this year, and Payne has shown he's capable of running the point. The Suns are the deserved favorites here, so the Phoenix Suns to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. Because Paul likes to slow the game down, Phoenix plays faster with Payne at the point, and Orlando hasn't been able to stop anyone in the last week. The Magic are still a good offensive team, having scored more than 120 points 3 times in the last week. With Cole Anthony still out, Wendell Carter and Jalen Suggs have stepped up offensively, and Banchero has continued to impress. In the paint, Ayton should have a significant advantage, and while Phoenix is a good offensive team, Payne isn't the defender Paul is. Orlando has also been playing well offensively in the last week, and they've been a good offensive team for the majority of the season. The Magic have been playing fast, and with Payne running the point for the Suns, this should be a fast-paced game. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. Detroit Pistons versus New York Knicks. The New York Knicks will look to get back to .500 when they host the Detroit Pistons on Friday night. The Knicks are 5-6 on the season while the Pistons are 3-9. The Knicks beat the Pistons 130-106 earlier this year, making it 9 straight wins over Detroit dating back to 2020. The Pistons are 1-6 against the spread in their last 7 road games and 0-4 against the spread in their last 4 Friday games. The Knicks are 5-14 against the spread in their last 19 home games and 2-6 against the spread in their last 8 games overall. The under is 4-1 in Pistons' last 5 overall. The under is 4-1 in Knicks' last 5 overall. The Pistons are 9-26 against the spread in the last 35 meetings in New York and 1-8 against the spread in the last 9 meetings. The Pistons, 1-7 against the spread in their last 8 games playing on 1 day's rest, look like a defeated team. The Knicks aren't any better against elite competition, but they're at least winning when they should. If I were a betting man and considering my options, I would likely stick away from this game. There are better opportunities on the schedule than playing on Detroit's misfortunes and siding with a New York team coming off a flat showing against a divisional rival. With that said, I'm sure Cunningham won't shoot 1-11 from the field in consecutive games and might even show off some of that star power he was beaming with as a rookie last season. I know most believe the Detroit Pistons aren't a good team and all, but this is a massive number to eat with an inconsistent Knicks team. As I've said before, you don't know what you're getting with the Knicks on a nightly basis, and they're just not a team I'm eager to back, especially in the favorite role. Just because the Pistons aren't good doesn't mean you can throw out any number. I'm going to fade. So the Detroit Pistons to cover the spread as underdogs is our full game side pick. The Knicks in recent years have been known more for their defense than their offense, but that is not the case here. The Knicks average 112 points per game, which ranks 15th in the NBA, and they give up 115 points per game, which ranks 21st in the league. The over is 6-5 for the Knicks this season, and they are now playing one of the worst defensive teams in the league. They scored 130 points against Detroit back in October in a game that sailed way past the 220 total. This total is only slight higher, and with the Knicks on their home court, look for them to put up a big number. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.